What is up, guys? My name is Squishyspud, and this is StarCraft without the 1.18 patch that's coming out tomorrow. It's actually like 11 o'clock at night, so it should be coming out sometime in the next few hours. So I wanted to take a quick look at it so I can show you guys what it looked like before the patch. For those of you who don't own the game and are looking forward to getting it for free, that's part of the patch. It's going to be free to play. So this is what the game has always looked like. It's like 400 by 800, 800 by 400, 600 by 400. It's very small. It's actually in the upper top left-hand corner of OBS, so I'm going to stretch it out for the video, but I'm going to put it back just to show you what it looks like. So this is what I was recording, and I could not get it to go full screen in OBS, so I had to drag it out for the video. We're going to take a quick look. I'm going to show you what the issues are, some of the things that looks like they're going to fix, and some of the things it doesn't look like they're going to fix. But for the remaster, when that comes out in a couple months, that should fix all the issues that the game has, and they're going to fix the resolution. The graphics, it's going to bring HD graphics to it up to 4K. It's going to be beautiful. So let's take a look here. The big thing is right there. I don't know if you can see it, but we'll see some more in a second. Is the text stacking. What it does is a lot of times it won't get rid of the text that was there. So let's first go to channel. Let's choose a different channel. Okay, see how it looks a little bit weird. I'll just go back and look. Yeah, see how it's stacking it? In the corner here, you can see how bad it looks. That's one of the things that it looks like in the patch notes they're gonna fix. Also, you can notice it when you're making a game. It'll start stacking here. This menu never it doesn't close properly, so once you open it, you can no longer change the speed of the game. Oh, you can actually. You just gotta find where to click it. But it all stacks, so it looks terrible. So you have to cancel, go back to create. And there you see it stacks, but now it's fastest. And then you can choose which game type you want, find your map, so on and so forth. And the same thing happens when you're joining a game. It all looks nice, and you start cycling through them, and all it does is add the text, and the old text doesn't disappear. So now it's just a mess, so you can't read any of it. You don't know what type it is, what map it is, the creator, any of that kind of stuff. 3v3 fast, so you gotta hope by the title it is what you want. So that's about it, really. They're not going to change much. It's just a quick update. The biggest thing they're going to do is they're adding spectator mode. They're adding full screen and windowed mode support. And they're adding a lot more support for Windows 7, Windows 8.1, and Windows 10, because that's supposed to be the systems it has the most issue on. Which this text overlapping could actually be a Windows 10 issue. I don't know. I couldn't get it to run until I installed Windows 10, which seems to be the version of Windows that's the worst, they say. But this is the first time I've had it running in years. And the only reason I went back to it is because the remaster was announced, and I was like, oh, let me see if I can get it to work. So there's a lot of workarounds to get it to work. But before that, it may have been the video card. That was back with my 670. Excuse me. But everything was rainbow. And one of the things they're going to fix is the rainbow water that a lot of people see on some of the maps. So let's jump into a little bit of the game, and I'll show you what's an issue. I don't think they're going to fix this issue, but it's an issue that I noticed. So just to give you guys a heads up for those of you who know what it used to look like back. And I'm talking years ago. I'm talking about before StarCraft 2 came out is when I played StarCraft. StarCraft 2 came out like 7 years ago. Last time I played StarCraft was probably in 2002, 2003. So it has been a long time. So in game, the issue that I saw yesterday was different to what I noticed when I used to play back in the day. I was trying to put a refinery on. You're supposed to put it inside that green square, and as you can see, it doesn't really fit in there. But you can put it, it's like offset. That's weird. You're supposed to just put it right over the top of the image of the refinery. So I don't know what was going on, but I did finally realize, oh look, I can put it over here, and it works. But sometimes it's in the wrong direction, and I was using Protoss, and they were getting confused, and he wouldn't actually start building it. I'd have to cancel the order, move him to the other side, and then have him start again. So it was messing up the game a little bit yesterday, and that can be life or death, how slow that works. So maybe that's one of the fixes, but they're not going to fix the zoom in or the zoom out. They're not going to fix any of the gameplay for this. This is going to be as is. So hopefully they fix just the little things like that, and then they gotta get rid of the cheating. So other than that, but that's this. So we're gonna jump over to the remaster, not the remaster, sorry, the update, the patch 1.18. The first patch this game has had in years. Let's see what differences are there. Alright, so guys, this is the version 1.18. When I recorded the first part, what was it, the 29th? It was supposed to be coming out on the 30th. Eventually, Blizzard did delay it. This is the public test beta, or public test server, should we say. So it's a little bit of a workaround that they've done so people can try it out so they can get feedback on any glitches. So right now they're working on glitches. It is actually Sunday. This public test round came out on Sunday. So it's got all the fixes in that they said that they were going to do. This is 1.18, as you can see. The first thing we're going to look at is the game is not stretched across the entire screen. So also it works better in recording capture software because you don't have to like stretch out the top image anymore. It's now full screened on my computer. And I apologize, I gained a cold in the week between the recordings, so I sound terrible. But we're going to go ahead and show you multiplayer, see public test realm, so you want to click on USA. There's going to be some lag, because this is in California, so anybody like me on the East Coast, you get a little bit of lag, but you definitely get a sense of playing the game anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. As for the public chat, it's a little bit different. Well, it's a lot different actually. It looks like StarCraft, like the menus that you go through to get here, but they've changed Battle.net to look like this now. This is what the StarCraft version of the classic Battle.net looks like. So there's no real differences right here for now. You've got create, join, channels, add a friend. You can chat with your friends just here. You see your friends list if anybody's online. You can join games this way. Everything it's kind of made everything look the same. So there isn't that weird Battle.net screen, Battle.net screen that you used to have to go through. Which, I mean, it's part of StarCraft, but it's not needed. It takes away from the way the game looks, and it looks like everybody plays on Big Game Hunters almost. Which, if you're watching this and you're an old StarCraft player like I am, back in the day they did Big Game Hunters came out, and then they came out with the big 256 by 256 style maps, and they made them kind of the feel of Big Game Hunter, but they were mass minerals, huge maps, and it's very small choke points. And I'm trying to find a place to download them, so far unsuccessfully. So we're gonna create. And we're just going to go ahead and choose. See, I've downloaded a bunch of them. This one's actually kind of similar to what I used to play. Mass Minerals. We'll do melee fastest. And the game lobby looks the same as it used to. Let's close a bunch of these. Hopefully this, what Blizzard is doing is going to attract more people back to this game, because when I used to play, when it first came out, up to like 2003 or so, you used to have to close these so fast because people would start joining, and once they joined, you couldn't kick them. So, go ahead and change this computer for some reason whatsoever. I like Protoss, so we're going to show you in Protoss. But we did see that issue with the assimilators, or the extractors. It was a graphical hitch. So I'm gonna bring him over here. I'm gonna get 100. I don't even need, actually, yeah, I do. So come on, workers, work. Alright, as you can see, that works. This is how it's supposed to look. So it lines up exactly with where the geyser is, and then you can put down your extractor. That was the only graphical hitch that we found, that I found in my playthrough of the original install. So yeah, everything else is the same. This, like I said, this is not the remastered version. This is StarCraft, the original. Just gives you the option. Oh, and also you've got oops,
Now if you Alt Enter, you can go in between full screen windowed and just a window mode. And there's also an option for full screen if you don't want, but especially for people recording and or streaming, it's definitely good to have the windowed mode, because you can go into the menu here. You can Alt Tab out. Things don't, it doesn't mess up like it used to. So it's definitely good, because if you're going to be trying to type to people in the stream, you can't exactly type when you're playing this, because it would minimize the game. And a lot of times when it came back up again, you'd have the rainbow water issue. So now you can just Alt Enter. Go to OBS. And I'm back out. I can play around with the settings in OBS. And as you can see, the sound just stopped because I'm out of the game. You can also do the same thing. If you're in there, you can just Alt Tab, find the application you want to use. You're back out again. Mouse moves all the way across the screen. So that's so far there's a lot more in the 1.8 that you're not really going to see. You're not going to cover unless you play the game. But it's already free to download. I will put a link in the description of where to click to download the public test beta. You don't even have to install it. You download the file, and then from the file just run the StarCraft application, and you'll be good to go. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Don't forget, if you have a ClassicBattle.net account, you have to make a new public test realm account. And I don't believe they're going to transfer any of that information over to the original Classic. So if you have a Classic account, you do have to create a public test realm, which can be the same exact as your Battle.net, but I don't think it'll transfer over. But at least it'll give you the option to play the game as it stands right now.